Okie doke. We are one. Very good message in that song. And the idea of we are one sometimes takes some faith, doesn't it? And that's what I'm talking about today. Faith. Faith is our power of the month, so to speak. January is where we focus our ideas on faith. January is also the beginning of the year, so you have burning bowl and letters to God, and you have all this busy up front. So luckily, we have one more Sunday left, and we're going to look at faith today. And it does take faith. It takes faith to know that we are one. Because sometimes you look out there, or the world comes to you a lot, and you see what's going on, and you see certain individuals, and you go, ew. Am I one with this person? Well, yes, you are. At the absolute truth of being, you are. If we work in absolutes, that's the truth. And sometimes that's the only way that our faith can work, is if we move into the absolute. Because I'm not anything like some of these people that I see on the news or read about in the news. And some of these people that I see, at the great temple of Walmart. I'm not anything like many of these people. And while we're not like them in physicality or belief system or anything else in our lives, we are one with them in the divine idea of humanity. And in that, we have to have faith. In that, we can have faith that this whole thing we're in, called the world, will work out to the highest and best good for all of humanity. Because we are the perfect divine idea expressing right now. That is the absolute truth of what we are, of who we are together. Now, speaking of faith, we've all heard a gazillion lessons, and I've given a gazillion lessons on faith. Some of us have an idea of what it means to be in our relationship with faith. Some of us have never thought of ourselves as being in relationship with faith, but we are. Each one of us is in a relationship with our own faith, because your faith is your constant companion. Wherever you go, your faith goes with you, because your faith is a part of your world. Your faith is the creator of your individual experience in the world. And anything that is so intimately involved with you as your faith, that is a relationship. So you have a relationship with your faith. Your faith is the major player in the creation of your life experience. What you believe in, what you have faith in, is what you will experience in the whole picture. Classic definition, faith, by Charles Fillmore. The perceiving power of the mind, linked with the power to shape substance. The perceiving power of the mind, linked with the power to shape substance. And one of the great questions in unity is, what in the heck is substance? You hear that all the time. Substance is everything. Substance is everything. It is the essence of the divine idea that is the foundational reality of all things. Substance is the essence of the divine idea that is the foundational reality of all things. So we have the perceiving power of the mind. That's one of the gifts that we have of being human beings, rather than, well, no, I can't say that animals don't have the perceiving power of the mind, because they're pretty good at it too a lot of times. But with our perceiving power of the mind, we are able to perceive the truth with a capital T. And we are able to shape substance, shape this stuff of the divine into our experience, into our reality. So it's with our faith that we shape our world. We physically create our world. We bring people into our lives this way. We create opportunities for our lives. We create opportunities for a new car, opportunities for a new job, opportunities for a new relationship, opportunities to go to a concert. We create these opportunities through divine substance that is moving through all things. And we're able to focus this substance which is moving through all things, this energy, we are able to focus it in one thing through our faith and manifest it. Sometimes it just doesn't go, poof, here I am. It takes a while. It takes a while. And it takes a while because the other things that are affected by what you're creating have to be ready for it also. Because you are not the only person creating your world. As you're creating your world is going to affect other worlds, other people's experiences. And other people are doing the same thing in their life that you are doing in yours. And when it all links together, click, 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 boom, your manifestation will happen. And it can and it does create a domino effect. Your creation creates the creation, or helps to create the creation of someone else, and so on and so on and so on and so on. I manifested a new to me car in July. Great, I love it. When I bought that car, the salesman, he gets the commission for that car. The commission from that car could have been just what he needed in order for he and his wife, who just moved here not too long ago, to get a new house. Who knows? We're all linked together by this thing called substance. We're all linked together by the Christ. We are indeed all one. Another thing that is deeply embedded in your faith is your personal spirituality. Your faith and your spirituality. Spirituality, I'm saying that it's that aspect of you that recognizes there is more to you than you know of. There is more to you that not only meets the eye, but there's more to you than you can even comprehend. It also, if your spirituality comes through as your understanding that there is more to the world than you can understand. There's more going on than you know about. There's no more going on than you can ever know about. When you have those two, you're understanding that there's more to you and there's more to your world and your faith. Boom, you have your spirituality. That's how you operate in spirit in the world. Though we teach personality and individuality, your individuality being that divine self of you which never changes, the truth of you, your personality being that which changes all the time, depending on your circumstance, depending on where you are, depending on depending on where you are and the circumstance you're in, your personality will change. The idea is to have your individuality shine through your personality in ever greater degrees. That's the whole idea of spiritual study. That's the whole idea of every religion, whether we know it or not, to be able to show up as the truth of who we are in greater degrees and in more ways and at more times. We also have an inherent knowing that with more of our world that meets the eye, and that our actions can influence our world. I say our world, your world. Now we get caught up with things that we are told that is our world. I'm going to hit the media again. I love them. They're so easy. It came to me this morning as I was looking this over. We look at the goings on in the Ukraine. We know that that's a very tense thing going on. I can't even imagine what it would be like living in a border town there. We see that the leadership of the Ukraine is telling the world, cool it. It's not that bad. Not that bad to them because they're used to it. But we're being told World War III is about to happen and all this stuff. Truth is, has nothing to do with you in your world. Nothing. Except what you grab onto it and bring into your mind, into your consciousness. Something else for you to worry about, something else for you to think about, something else to take up room in your life that could be taken up with things that truly concern you, with the people you love, with your well-being, with their well-being, with the well-being of your community. All of this out here that is brought into our lives is not our lives. Your life is you in the world. That's your life. That's where your faith comes in. And we can know about this going on thousands and thousands of miles away. And the highest and best and only thing we can do about it right now is pray. Pray for the truth. Pray for that truth that is peace to be manifest and realized in the hearts and minds of the leaders. Because we know in the hearts and minds of the people, that's what they want. That's where they're living. All they want is peace. And all the wars, if you go to the civilians, all they want is peace. They just want to live their lives. We just want to live our lives the best way we can. Have the best life we can. Love who we want to. Love who we can. Love who we will. Be who we will. That is our life. And that is what our faith affects most. That is where I believe our focus belongs, because there is the ripple effect. As we have faith that we can have a better life, and we pray and focus and manifest better lives for ourselves, the ripple goes out. The better, the good in life moves out into the world like a wave in a lake. Your faith, your spirituality makes a difference. Your faith is you. Your faith is you. It is the Christ of you showing up in the world. That's what it is. The Christ of you showing up in the world. And it shows up in the world through your personality. Your personality is how you show up in the world, and your faith shows up through your personality. How you interact with people. The amount and tendency of jerkiness that you put out. A developed, a solid, a knowing faith is as close to any of us can get to experiencing Spirit. The truth of Spirit can't be grasped or understood. The truth of Spirit can't be rationalized by the intellect. The truth of Spirit can only be known in the heart and lived as well as we're able to live it. And our faith empowers us to do that. What do we have faith in? Do we have faith in our oneness? Do we have faith in the goodness of all things? Or do we have faith in the darkness? There's a scripture that says, if your eyes see only darkness, how great is that darkness? See the light, for the light is the truth. Sometimes we get caught up in our world and we misallocate our faith. We have faith in ourselves, which is a good thing. Sometimes faith in ourselves is confidence. That's what confidence is. Confidence in yourself. You have confidence in yourself that you can do this thing. You have confidence in yourself that you can create whatever it is you need to create. I had confidence in myself right when I was leaving for church this morning. I noticed I had a button missing on my shirt. I hadn't worn this shirt in going on 2 years. Long sleeve, Florida, put it together. But I had confidence that I could snip the extra button off the tail of the shirt, find a thread, get the needle, sew that sucker on, and still get here in time. And I did. Luckily, I was taught to sew at a young age. But I had confidence, I had faith in myself because I knew how to do what needed to be done. So I had confidence, I had faith in myself. The real powerful faith is when you don't know what to do and you don't know what needs to be done, and you go and do it anyway. You know what needs to be done, but you don't know how to do it. So you step into it, having faith that Spirit will provide. That somewhere in your wisdom files, you have the wisdom, you have what it takes to do what it is that needs to be done. That you yourself, right now in this moment, don't have to know how to do it. Jesus the Christ knew this in John 5:30. He said, I of myself can do nothing. I can do nothing on my own. As I hear, I judge. My judgment is just because I do not seek my own. I do not seek my own will, but seek the will of he who sent me. I seek the will of Spirit. He goes into his faith and he allows Spirit to guide him in what he does. And that's what we do. When we step out in faith, that's what we're doing. We're stepping out and allowing Spirit to guide us, allowing Spirit to bring to us who we need, to bring to us what we need, to bring to us the wisdom, the information, whatever it is to take this step into the unknown, it's there. And it's our faith that manifests it. Spirituality and faith. These are the bricks and mortar of the lives we build. It's the foundation for a meaningful life. This week, friends, I'd like you to take time to ponder these things, your spirituality and your faith. When you have a big decision come up, or even a day-to-day decision, how much faith are you using to do this thing? If you have something big in your life, what are you going to believe in to have this manifest? Are you going to believe in the darkness, Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong? Or see the potential, the possibility in yourself and in the situation? How does faith direct your life? In the big ways and in the little ways. What is that connection? What is that connection? And what is the blessing they bring to you? And with that faith, what is the blessing you can bring to the world?